What's the situation? Yeah, that's going to be the next colony, I guess. That's still going to take a while. I think once we get to like 950 or something like that, I'm going to recall it. Oh, you know what? We got the money. I'm going to recall that and then maybe try continuing the... There's the capital. If I was to do a colony in here, would that be a good province for it anyway? There's a fair bit of forested land in there. That might be okay for like ship production, or at least forestry for potential ship production. Well, I'm going to connect these two, start blocking a bit more of the coastline here. Right, so they are blocked, or locked in movement here, and we got there first. So this is going to be a bit of a slaughterhouse. Oh yeah, we're losing less than 100. And they're losing... Oh yeah, that was... I suppose these are not quite equal armies, to be fair. I can actually get this fleet in... I mean, there's not that much areas that I need to protect with the fleets. I mean, is there... There's probably a fleet over here in the Pacific side of things, but that's not going to be my problem. Not yet, anyway. Okay, so we've got the troops in here. We can do a bit of rebel suppression over there. Probably not going to be that big of an impact, because it's a small army. I want to at least have some troops there. Ooh, and Agadir is almost converted again. There we go, that's another point in influence, or another field influence there. Let's go ahead and... So we can't do that one. You know what, let's help converting some of Mexico again. Help our vassal out a little bit. I have started building some of the fortifications in here, so that's good. But they should have pretty decent income overall, because we're giving them the subsidies both through the event and manually. Oh, and I think it's going to be... Wait, no, that's next year, the investments, isn't it? It's going to be quite a bit of investments, to be fair. Although the amount of provinces that we are investing in isn't all that massive. We shall see. Oh, there we go. Caught another army. I suppose I could go to Tlaxcalan. Is that? Oh, right, it's their army. Okay. Where's, Oh, did they get... They probably got stackpiled, didn't they? That army probably just marched through or something. Well, it doesn't matter. Oh, they do have 2 provinces, don't they? They do. So we can loot this one. And then we're going to still march onwards. And maybe we can find the... wherever the center of trade over here is. Or like the official province for it. So that'd be nice. And we're colonizing this. How much are we spending in colonies right now? It's not that much. Colonies incomes, well, let's have a look. So Rio de Plata, it's about 2 ducats balance, so that's not too bad. Mexico has 7.6. And we are giving them subsidies for ducats. So that helps them, but they also got a lot of other things. Plus they probably got a decent bit of population there already for taxation. Colombia is having 7 ducats per month. Fez, although not a colony, well, it could use maybe a bit of subsidies actually. And then Brazil is making about half a ducat. We are even giving the subsidies, but there's wow. We got some relative expenses. I suppose they don't have quite as good provinces as the other 2 big ones. Hold on, did they have that? Oh yeah, they did. Ooh, that's 200 ducats. Right, so I think what I'm going to do, Fez, I know I just paid your loans off, but I'm going to give you some subsidies, because you seem to be running into loans constantly. I'm just going to ducat per month for another 20 years or something like that. That's gonna maybe fix your economy a little bit. Oh, and Hispaniola is having some problems. I think now Pacific Central America, that could work. Switch to Peru, Chile, Atlantic Colombia, Japan, Korea, Southern China. Actually, let's have a look. What area would this be? Malacca expedition. Well, let's try expedition to Malacca. We'll send quite a few to Brazil. Might as well spread them out a tiny bit at least. Although, Castilians, have they started? No, they haven't started expanding further inland. There's probably no provinces in there, to be fair. There might be a little bit, but not that many. Or not much further, rather. Right, so how quickly can we expect this to fall? It's 35 ticks. Okay, so not very quickly. Mexico's bringing a regiment, hopefully, to help us. Oh, they're going through the unknown terrain there. Okay. Ooh. The development in Lisbon is now 49. 30 of that is urban development. So, yeah, it's the largest regional city, of course, but that's bound to be the case. Yeah, Toledo is the biggest city in here. How much does it have? It's 223,000 residents, whereas we have 160,000, so there is over 60,000 difference in the urban population. Right, but we've got pretty good amenities and all that in here. Even the garrison's level 4, I mean, it could be higher, but it's a pretty good start at least. They are building... Oh, they're upgrading parking to level 4 by the looks of it. I mean, that would maybe increase the communication efficiency in here. It's decent communications now in Tras of Montes. Oh, right. Porto has now harbored level 4, so that probably helps a little bit with the communications. Yeah, it's 78% in there. So it's they're probably walking through there. It's taking a ship from Lisbon and then walking to get the communication. Oh, and we got another merchant. Alright then. Porto with 31 development. Yeah. Like, we got pretty good development in a lot of the provinces in here. In Portugal, like, that is 31, that's 49, what was the, that's 26, it's 19, Barrel of Inter is only 13. That's actually most of the ones that we've been investing in there. What about, that's only 11, Zamora is 12. Actually, there's not that many in here that we have in investing, is there? We could always invest in a little bit on like some of these inland provinces here manually from time to time. Although they are working on their own to a certain degree, but it's just they're not expanding very quickly. Oh, Royal Marriage with England has ended. Well, I guess... Oh, we can do Royal Marriage with Fez. I forgot that that's an option. There we go, that should keep them a little bit happier. They're no longer disloyal. That's a positive thing, at least. Now we at least got a little bit extra troops in here in case we have some bad rolls. Oh, revolting Cape Town. They did actually get another... Okay, so they got quite a bit of troops in there. We got higher morale. We got no leader on either side. Oh dear, this might actually end badly. Our front line is altering. Yeah, no, that was bad. Okay, let's go bring in the other army. Should have brought in more... Oh wow, it got stacked right. Okay, wasn't expecting that. But it was small armies, those can get stacked right quite easily. Actually go ahead and figure out the... Where would that be diverting? American West goes to Chamber Sea. Actually, yeah, we can transfer trade power there. We don't have any presence in Japan, per se, but like if there's nations that are transferring but they don't have a merchant in there, then our merchant might actually take control of their diver as well. Which army do we expand now? I think we might get another talisman at least for this one. And then maybe a little bit over here. And actually, I think I might expand all three a little bit. Like get another talisman at least for this one. Let's start with that one, actually. And then over here we'll... You know what? We got the manpower, yeah. Army will get... We might actually get a second artillery over here somewhere. Oh man, but it's so time-consuming. I suppose that'll do as a recruitment location. I'll get the one in for this army after we transport it over and dealt with the rebellion. We're going to take another 4 years before the cores over here are done. And then we're going to start coring the last two over there, which we can't reach right now. Okay, so, oh, there's the ships. I was like, hold on, mate, what? Did I not send the ships over? I swear I did. And indeed I did. Right, so code Cape Town. And then actually, we got these ships here. The transport, I don't think I... Well, I suppose I could just keep it in this fleet for the time being. I was all attention doing... It is still 36%. So it's pretty rough. I mean, there's some of the places that we're going to be... Well, actually, yeah, there's a lot of places that we're trying to core, including these 5 provinces in here, and then the provinces in here, so... Luckily, the provinces that we're going to be taking in Mexico are going to go into our vassal, so we don't need to worry about that overextension. But yeah, there's some concerns to be had. Definitely with the overextension. That might actually be for kind of keeping our stability a bit low. Although one thing that I suppose I could do is support the nobility a little bit with the... Something that increases the stability, this one. Oh, Lieutenant Abuse. And then... No, I think that'll be it for now. How's the corruption? It's still going up. Whoops. I mean, it's just eventually some of the modifiers will wear off and then it's gonna start going down again. It's just the state corruption is pretty high. Oh. Oh, right, yeah, the Center of Trade is converting places. Okay, there we go, we dealt with that one. Just gonna get another infantry in here, so we're gonna go to up to 28,000 men again. Which should be fine, I reckon. Oh, okay, so we didn't get a province in Malacca, but at least we got some money. Better than nothing. Not to mention we're going to be losing this city, and that's hopefully going to be a lot of money. Come on. Win the siege. There we go. Loot them. Oh, yeah, that was 90 ducats from that. And let's just get into the unknown. I don't know where the enemy armies are. Is there a lot of enemy armies? Yeah, there's about 15,000 men somewhere. Oh, I think they're where next to us here. Just saw a glimpse of them. Okay, so this one's a lot smaller place, so the siege is not going to last that long. How long it's actually going to last, I'm not entirely sure yet. Like, overall, we're not doing all that badly. I mean, we're doing good in tech, we're doing good in money. Corruption is a bit higher than what I'd like it to be. It's not too bad yet. Legitimacy could be a little bit higher, but that's also something that is going up with a pretty good speed overall. Oh, power protection. Oh, that's actually something that we should have a look at. Maybe send an insult or something. Actually, what I should do is check who am I rivaled right now. Because that probably has a bit of an impact on that decision. I picked the... Well, I started with admin, trade, and then I picked naval ideas as the first one. Then exploration, and bureaucracy, and then colonialism. Probably should have taken colonialism first before bureaucracy, but I figured that I wanted to get the bureaucracy ideas early on because it's got fairly good stuff on working on the reforms and all that sort of stuff. Right, the rivals. Naples, Tlemcen, and France. Alright, well. France. I'm gonna embargo you. Gonna give us a little bit of points, and then I could maybe insult Tlemcen. There we go, we're back to 50. Yeah, next one is gonna be quality. Have a bit better troops, because I don't think we'll be able to field a massive army, but we want to have at least good quality army of what we have. Right, so 35% siege over here. Oh, Vasco has been converted. Sure, we'll start converting that one. Oh, right, is this one... Let's do some rebel suppression in here, shall we? That's hopefully going to get rid of, or at least delay some of the rebellions. Okay, I wonder, would this... No, Tlaxcala does not want a truce yet. Shame. Still have maps from Mexico. I mean, they've had a conquistador running around here, so probably yes. Is this one... Right, we've taken the colonies away from there already. What about Sun? We have not recalled the colonies yet, but I suppose I could do that and... Well, no, not yet. It's still going to take a while. And we are spending... Well, actually, it's not that much extra on colonies yet. You know what, I could maybe recall that one. And then, we already got one over here. I don't think we need to have two on this area. We could maybe send one over here. Start colonizing a bit more of this region. Although, I don't know if this is going to be a good location. There's a bit of sea salt. There's a lot of total land there, to be fair. So maybe it is going to be a good one. Or there's probably going to be a lot of farmland, at least. Oh, right, well, I can't buy maps... oh, wait, no, Castile is not going to sell us a map because they are a colonizer. They don't want to sell any maps. So, there goes that plan. Let's see, maybe we should get to... Are there more in Brazil? Could maybe get a little bit Atlantic Columbia still. It would just be giving the coastline, to be fair. Or maybe... Or Pacific Central America, that could also be pretty decent. Sure, we'll do that one. It's going to be going to colonial Mexico, but that's alright. I mean, colonial Mexico is going to be quite strong once we've done a few more conquests down here. So, Totonac, who are you allied to? You've got quite a few allies. It's 41,000. Okay, I don't think we're quite ready to fight them. But eventually... Once Mexico starts to have a bit more troops, then it should be fine. Or if we just expand this. I mean, I suppose we do have total of 9,000 men in here. Because I got 7 or 8,000 and then Mexico has 1,000. Ah, investments. So it's 1525, so there's basically nothing is more. Guadeloupe got a little bit. Tenerife got a little bit. Oh no, yeah, no, it's just a little bit. Lisbon got a lot in agriculture and extraction. About Barlavento, they got a decent bit in agriculture and industry. Vicente got a pittance. Bikes got a lot of extraction. Okay, over 30 ducats there, 14 ducats in industry. That's pretty good. Porto got a bit in extraction and industry. And forestry, actually, so it's slowly being built up. Tangiers got a little bit in agriculture and a few other things, and that's all the investments. Actually, it wasn't all that much money. Oh, no, you're not giving me the province. Besides, I want to take some provinces from your ally as well, before I do annex you. Oh, but we had the province for long enough so that we got a full war score. Ah, there we go. Loot, loot, loot. Go ahead and bring the army to Tabasco. A group out there, pick up the artillery and then start sieging down Guatemala. And I think these guys would maybe take over White Peace already. I could maybe even ask for some money. Yeah, I could. Do I put in the war reparations? I suppose I can. There we go. That's a bit more money. Might actually be an army going... Oh yeah, there's an army moving about. Let's move the fleet here. Break alliance. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, their alliance... Hold on. Tenochtitlan. I mean, it might actually be mattering at some point, but it's not anyone that we are neighboring, because this one's not going to be alive after this war, and these two are not allied. And this one, on the other hand, I mean, Mayapan, breaking that alliance would actually be quite smart. But first we need to siege down provinces in here to get some war score against them. Right, so we'll combine the army. We may need to beat down the army that we saw. I'm just not entirely sure where it went. But what I could do is just send the fleet out here to keep an eye out, for a little bit at least. And then we'll just walk down here. The supply limit is only 12, but that's not going to be a problem yet. We don't have that large armies quite yet in here. Eventually, no doubt. Alright, and yeah, there's going to be a rebellion over here, which is actually quite sizable. Oh, and there's another 14,000 rebellion going to happen over here in Madagascar. At least we've got this one now sighted up again. Is there... No, yeah, I think we can just bring this one over. And the unrest is slowly going down. Of course, since we haven't really got really good communications. Basically, we have no communications at all in here, which is very difficult. Actually, how's Cape Town communications now? It's still nightmarish. It's 3% instead of 1% that it was at the start of the stream, so we have done some progress on that at least. Actually, that... what is the harborage is level 2 in there. Over here it's just level 1. Here there is no harborage yet necessarily. Ah, good. Siege down that one. Let's go and siege down the coastal province here first. Well, the thing is, I want to have Madagascar as a kind of, like, it's not going to be necessarily very viable in all fairness, but, like, I want to have this as a kind of crown lands, and, like, the Africa areas I'm going to put into trade company and the islands, but, like, I want to have some areas that I will still get some manpower in, because otherwise we might have some problems. Like, our manpower pool is still relatively small. I just need to have some areas that we are kind of focusing on the production as well. Like, sure enough, it would reduce the unrest for now. We've still got some time. I mean, as soon as the troops are landed in there... Alright, I forgot that I had to claim on Sanhaja. But, like, once we got rebel suppression in there, it's going to reduce the unrest a little bit. It's going to give us maybe another year at least. Yeah, at some point we can certainly put in a capital in here somewhere. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to get the communications. I'll probably have a capital in, like, Cape Town, and then also in somewhere in Madagascar. And I'll be placing as much ports as I can along the way, which is actually not all that many, now that I think of it. Is this one... I wonder... Don't suppose I can get claims on them yet. Like, if I get through Mali, I can get down here, get a little bit off the coastline here. I suppose I might actually have... No, I lost the core, or at least the claims on them. That's a bit of a shame. Right, so where is the enemy army, I wonder? Down to 9,000 men. Oh right, I should probably move in the fleet to do the blockading in here. Although, well, there's part of the blockading already... Oh, actually, no, it's not being blockaded yet. There's an expedition to Guinea. It's not guaranteed to succeed, but I could certainly try. I did have a colony, or 2 colonies actually, in there at some point. But then we got kicked out by Dahomey because they had like 40,000 men at that point. They've lost a decent bit of their total amount of soldiers though, so they've probably lost a decent bit of influence that they had. But, like, we just didn't have a chance in that war. So we had to take the peace deal. Or make a peace deal. To not be stuck in that war for, like, another decade or so. Aha. Caliber. Well then. That's actually quite nice. 47,000 plus 25,000 allies. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, we could probably try another expedition into Guinea next. Oh, right, so that's where the armies are.